Hey y'all, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today we're going to be answering another quick question that a lot of people have about the SNES Classic Edition, and that is, how does it look on an HDTV? Of course, that can be a little bit confusing. Some of the older consoles, the graphics and those sorts of things can be a little bit difficult on your eyes on the modern day TVs. So the question is, how do the classic consoles look? So rather than me going on and on and on about it looks like this or it looks like that, I'm going to give you real footage of what it looks like on my actual HD TV. Okay, so just hang on and we'll hop into the TV and show you exactly what it looks like. So here's what the opening screen looks like on the SNES Classic when you first go into it. As you can see, it is full screen, and that's before you actually go into the games. The graphics are honestly really good before you go into the games. The real question though is, what do the graphics look like on the games themselves when you go into play them? So I'm just going to scroll through some of the games here that come on the SNES Classic, and let's go ahead and go to one of the most popular games of all time from the Super Nintendo, of course, Super Mario World. So what Nintendo does is they put little bars on the sides, and what that is designed to do is it's designed to keep it the same sort of size as it would have been on the old CRT TVs, and then it's just, rather than leaving black bars on the side, they put color. So this is what it looks like. If you go into it, you just pick the game. It will stay that way the entire time. All right. So that is what the graphics will look like on the actual game. Let's go into a actual one here and show you exactly what the graphics will look like. So it's relatively similar to what it would have been on the Super Nintendo. The exact same type of graphics. However, of course, since it's on a larger TV, then it has the smaller sizing like that as well. So that's what it looks like on this game. Now here back at the main menu again, I want to show you one thing that you can do, and that is go to display. So you just go up there to the top, and where it'll have display, you can then choose a little bit of a different, your aspect ratio. You can add the CRT filter, so it looks kind of grainy-ish like it did back on the older TVs. And then also here at the bottom, you can choose what type of frame you want. So if the side display is a little bit off for you, you're not a fan of it, those sorts of things, you can go into it and you can adjust that as well. And I must not have changed it. So when you're on the main screen here, what you'll do is you'll go up here to display, right next to your settings, and then you're going to click the A button. It's common to click the B button for a lot of things, but A button is what gets you into this. And then you can choose from Pixel Perfect, 4:3, or you can also add the CRT filter, so it looks similar to how it used to look on the old, more grainy TVs. I normally will go with either Pixel Perfect or 4:3, just personally. And then frame, down here at the bottom, you can choose from the different frames around it. I personally prefer the black frame, but if you just click, it'll show you exactly what it looks like. To me, the black frame is just a little bit less, not confusing, but a little bit less distracting. That's the word I'm looking for there. So I'll normally go with that one. But then let me show you what the different options are for the others. So let's go to the 4:3, and then let's go back into Super Mario and show you exactly what that 4:3 will look like on Super Mario. So this is what the black sides. And basically the 4:3 is just a little tiny bit bigger than the Pixel Perfect is. But if you go into a game mode, it'll be exactly the same. Again, it's not too terribly bad when you're going through and dying, of course. Okay, so that's what that one looks like. And then let's go through and look at what the CRT filter looks like as well, just to give you a different view of what those different ones look like. So here's your original. And again, it's basically the graphics just aren't quite as good when you do it on the CRT filter. They look a little bit closer to what you would be originally used to playing if you're playing on a CRTV. If you're playing on an older game system, you know, the actual Super Nintendo is just obviously not as good as that. So those are the three different options that you have. You have the different displays on the sides that you can choose from. You have also the different die-in here. You have all of the different frames that you can choose from around the sides. But again, it's something that you personally can choose from, whichever you prefer. So that's what it looks like. Let's go back up here to display real quick. And let's go back to, as you can see, the 4:3 is a little bit wider than the Pixel Perfect. Just depends on your personal preference, which one you like. I personally prefer it to be a little bit bigger on the screen rather than just perfectly in the center. But again, that's something that you can choose. So those are your options there for the display. And then let's go ahead and look down at Donkey Kong as well. Again, a very popular game on the Super Nintendo. So let's show you exactly what the graphics look like. Again, this is on the 4:3 option. And we will get into that here. And let's just go into a game real fast. If there was such a thing on the SNES. Intro was always the most annoying part of the game. Alright, so let's just go into here. And let's go. Oh, that's candy, but okay. As you can see, the graphics aren't remastered. They don't look anything like what you would get or what you would expect to get on a say an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that. Let's go ahead and just jump into a game. Well, that's flight, isn't it? Of course it is. Now let's just do some real gameplay here, just to show you exactly what it looks like on Donkey Kong. Okay, so again, it's pretty good. Nothing major. It's totally playable. Like I said, I prefer the 4:3 just because of the size of it, to make it a little bit bigger. But that's exactly what it looks like. As you can see both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong here are both a little bit grainy, not anywhere close to what more of the modern games would look like, but you can still see them plenty without too much difficulty. And the way they've done either the Pixel Perfect or the 4:3, both of them work really, really well to get a good view of it. You don't have to worry about maybe getting a headache or something like you do with playing some of the older games on your HDTV. So this is what the Super Nintendo Classic or the SNES Classic looks like on an HDTV. I hope this video has been helpful. Again, my name is Matt, and I'm from RetroOnly.com.